make you do right. Yeah. Lord. Okay, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to Spitting Sports again. We're glad to be back with you guys, and we're going to try to continue to give you content. I'm Marlon Jackson, your one and only co-host, and with me always, Mr. King. And guys, welcome back my co-host, who's finally able to do a show with us and be more consistent with it, like I'm trying to be, Mr. Hugh. So. Today, guys, we're going to go ahead and talk about the 75th anniversary team, and we're going to talk about the killers of the NBA. Because there's just certain things that we feel as humans that we kind of agree to disagree when it comes to the criteria of how they judge these players or how they judge these. I guess you can say. List, but I'm gonna start off and say the list that I was talking with my co-hostesses. It was certain players on the list that we kind of felt that could be swapped off or shouldn't even be on the list at all. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give you my players that I think that shouldn't be on there, and I'm gonna tell you who I think, and then I'll go ahead and let my co-hosts go with theirs. I don't think, in my opinion, for the 75th anniversary team, I don't think James Harden should be on there. I don't think Kawhi Leonard should be on there. I don't think Russell Westbrook should be on there. And I don't think who was the last one we said that shouldn't be on there? I'm 50-50. I said
Dame Time should be on there. I wrote it down. You don't think Dame Time should be on there?
I said 50-50 for Dame Time, only because what he's done the last few years versus what he did his first 6 years. That's the only reason why I'm putting Dame 50-50. But I think if we replace
Dame Time ain't top 25 years.
I don't think he should be on there.
Who?
He said Damian Lillard should be on the 75th anniversary team.
Bob?
No, you talking about Damian Lillard.
Oh, no, he shouldn't be on there.
Yeah, he's 50-50.
He ain't done enough.
I think who should be on there, me and King were talking about this, and we agreed to disagree. We think Tracy McGrady should be on there. Vince Carter should be on
there.
No.
Wait, hold on. I gotta hear this. What you mean, no? Why don't you think they should be on that 75 team?
Too many injuries, not consistent enough.
There's a lot of players on that list that have too many injuries.
Wait.
Like who?
James Harden is better than T-Mac?
James Harden shouldn't be on there either. Giannis shouldn't be on there. Carmelo shouldn't be on there.
Oh, that's who we said, King Melo. That's who we said. Melo shouldn't be on there. Did we write that down? Yeah.
Look, here goes the list. James Time.
You said Giannis shouldn't be there. Hughes, are you sniffing paint fumes over there, man? You said Giannis shouldn't be on there. What?
No, Giannis ain't played long enough yet.
What? It's not.
I give you that. That's valid.
That's the only accurate thing I give, because I'm like, other than that, I'm like.
Now, Marlon, you also have to understand hashtag Hughes logic.
So Hughes, you saying
Hughes got some logic that nobody else like.
So Hughes, you think Chauncey Billups should be on that list? I think he should.
Is he? No, he shouldn't be on here.
What?
Why not? That's Mr. Big Shot. Look, he won a ring. He beat look, him and Rip Hamilton beat Shaq and Kobe. How about that?
Shaq and Kobe.
He could be on the top 100, but not a top 75.
Okay. So he between 76 and 99.
Yeah.
Okay, is T-Mac between 76 and 99?
T-Mac, yeah, I guess so. I gotta look at his.
Vince Carter. What about Vince Carter?
Hell no. All he was a dunker, man.
What?
He's a poor man's Dominique Wilkins.
A poor man's Dominique Wilkins?
Is Dominique on here?
Yeah, he on there. Wow, do y'all hear this? This is
Dominique better be on there.
Yeah, Dominique on there.
Yeah, he on here.
What about you think Hughes? You think Sean Kemp should be on there?
Hell no. Why is Lenny Wilkins on here?
We were just talking about that too, weren't we?
Before your time. That before your
before our
time, young
we
man.
got- we
See,
can't
you
bring
remember
that
him getting you remember him and you mad because he was the coach of the Supersonics when they beat the Bullets. You got beef. That's old beef when you was a little boy.
Yeah, that was like was that around the Mark McGuire time when he was playing with Mark McGuire?
No, that was like 78, 79 because the Bullets and the Supersonics played back to back.
Oh wow.
One year the Supersonics won, one year the Bullets won. He was still mad.
Why is Robert Parrish on here?
What?
The Chief, top 75? Nah.
What?
Are you serious?
Okay, he was named 5 cents better than Robert Parrish.
That's not on that list. Name 5 centers that's not on that list. That's better than Robert Parrish.
Right. Moses Malone, I give you that. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Pat
Ewing on that list? Wait a minute. Is Pat on that list?
Yeah, Pat's on that list. And Shaq's on that list. Yeah.
Okay.
All them on that list.
Oh,
I'm saying a center who ain't on that list, a king that's better than Parrish. I'll wait. You know, who better than Robert Parrish? I'll wait.
Man, look, the Chief did his job. The Chief was spectacular. Yeah. Look, the Chief went on the road, ordered his little weed, and just
what you think? So Hughes, you think Zoe should be on there?
No. Hell no.
What? Alonzo Mourning should be on. I would put Alonzo Mourning on there before James. I put James Harden or Carmelo Anthony.
What is Alonzo Mourning done?
What? He got a championship. He's left the Impact with the
With who? He ain't got no championship.
He does with the Heat.
No,
he was a
won the ring.
He won the ring. Yeah, he won the ring with Dwayne Wade in the Miami Heat when they had Shaq and
he must have been a role player.
Jason Williams.
Look, but you gotta know your role. You gotta know your role. If he was a role player, but Zoe was a bad man, but I don't think Zoe should be on that 75.
I mean, he should be over the players that's on. I would take him over Harden, Westbrook, or Kawhi Leonard any day.
Is the Chief better than Is Alonzo Mourning better than Chief?
No.
Nah, I ain't saying he's not better than Chief, but he is. Like if I would put him on there, he's better than a couple of them guards on there. And
is Chief better than Bill Russell?
No.
Nah.
So you got Will Chamberlain.
He's not better than Hakeem. He's not better than Pat Ewing. But he did his job.
He did his job.
Yeah.
You got to respect somebody who did their job.
Name all the centers better than him. Moses, Wilt, Russell, Kareem,
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
And I'm a Knicks fan, so I'm not gonna say Pat Ewing. I'm gonna get out of that. I'm not gonna say that. But there were 4 that come out straight off the top of my head. They were better than Chief, but the Chief was a bad man.
Yeah.
Look, how you think the Celtics kept beating the Lakers with Kareem? Chief.
Here's you think we were just talking about this. You think Grant Hill should be on there?
Grant Hill? Nah. Top 100.
Yeah, top 100. I can agree with that. Like I said, not taking nothing.
What about Kevin McHale? Kevin McHale on that list?
Yeah, he on there.
Kevin McHale was good. The power forward, he was good.
Would you put who was that? Would you put Kevin Johnson on there?
KJ? Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-mm.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at Hughes like, wait, what?
KJ was bad now, Hughes. Don't say it like that. You said that too quick. Like, nah, I ain't about to think about KJ.
Yeah, he ain't even think about it, King. He just jumped out. Like, nah.
Yeah, he might be better than Steve Nash. So yeah, you're right.
What? I don't know if he was better than Steve Nash, but
he was better than Steve Nash.
Kevin Johnson did do his job out there.
He was better than Steve Nash.
We have to agree to this.
He was more offensively potent than Steve Nash. All around game you could argue about.
Why is George Mikan on here?
He was look.
Yeah,
he was a great big white boy center.
Yeah, before they had all them big what was that what's that dude from the Utah Jazz, Mark Eaton, and all them big dudes started coming on there.
That's why. But he was Bill Walton before Bill Walton.
Yeah, you can't ask that. Next you know, he could be like, why John Havlicek was on there? Why Paul Arzen? I was like, them guys was in the 50s and 60s. We don't know about them guys.
But look, I still want to talk about McGrady and Vince
Yeah,
Carter.
I do too, because he's talking about injuries, King. I'm like, but if you look on that list, King, when we were talking about it, 2/3 of them guys was injured, and they still came back and dominated the league. So how can you sit there and say injuries is
What
what?
did Tracy McGrady do?
Lead the league in scoring.
Let me look at his stats.
Lead the league in scoring. That's what he did.
You know what I'm saying? He did that for about 6 years straight, 6 years.
And look, and came straight out of high school into the league.
Vince Carter. I'm like, come on, Vince Carter was a bucket, man. I'm like, what?
You better look it up, Hughes. I'm gonna look it up.
He had averaged 32 in 02-03 and 28 points in 03-04. And that was his. Okay, so he had some, yeah. So from 01 till 07, he did have some good years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like especially when he was with the Rockets and had that T-Mac miracle.
T-Mac was a bad man.
Like I said, hey King, even Kobe said T-Mac was a bad man. He said that was one of the guards he hated playing because he knew T-Mac could match everything he was doing.
But I think what happened was in 09-08, he went to 15 points. And then after that, his numbers for the next 5-6 years were really bad.
Yeah, he got injured and he kept getting traded around. He went to the Detroit Pistons, then he went to the San Antonio Spurs, then he just kept getting shipped around, you know.
I think when he dropped off, he just dropped off really bad. I guess because of his injuries.
Yeah, I mean, that happens, but like I said, I don't think that should deprive him from not making the 75 anniversary.
Where's Dr. J at?
He on there. He at the bottom.
What about Chauncey Billups?
Man, why not Chauncey Billups? What do you have to say bad about Chauncey Billups?
Chauncey, what he had? One championship year?
Yeah, but if you look at the rest of that, he's had a great career out there. He averaged about 18, 19 a game for like.
Look, Hughes, that's Mr. Big Shot. You know, Hughes, you know, I'm biased of basketball players that are killers. I'm biased.
And that's what we're gonna get into next after that. But between Robert Horry and Chauncey Billups, those two are big shots. Like if you don't give them they big shot respect when it's due, man, it ain't right.
Look, Big Shot Bob got more rings than Michael Jordan and Kobe and LeBron.
Exactly. And Kareem.
And hit big shots.
Why y'all talking about Big Shot Bob, man?
I'm a Big Shot Bob fan. I keep doing that. It ain't anybody else here. Let me just be clear. It ain't anybody else. I'm a Big Shot Bob fan. Because I remember when he was at Alabama, he played center, and he played on the Alabama team with Latrell Sprewell. He was a center. So to see him grow and would you put them big threes like that?
Hughes, would you put Derrick Rose on there?
Nah, Hell no. Latrell Sprewell was good as Tracy McGrady, wasn't he?
What? Yeah. Hell no. I'm not taking nothing away from Latrell Sprewell, but nah, he wasn't. Latrell wasn't like a scorer like Tracy was. Latrell will go and get you points like you need to. His main focus was defense, to take your best player out of the game.
I'm a Knicks fan, Hughes. Let me tell you about Latrell Sprewell. We had Latrell Sprewell and Allen Houston. Latrell Sprewell said, I'm not about to let Allen Houston outscore me. Allen Houston go get 20, Sprewell go get 22. That was the beauty. That he was so competitive. That made that team better because that team was not good. Sprewell, Allen Houston, LJ. How y'all make it to the finals? And look, and then LJ had the press conference. It was just a band of runaway slaves. They had no business going to the finals, Hughes. We had nothing, literally. Pat
you know what y'all? That's because y'all kept running everything through Pat. And once Pat got injured, everything opened up. I was so happy when Pat Ewing got injured.
Dang, man, that's cold-blooded, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Mm-hmm.
No, because he was slowing the game down, Marlon.
Yeah, but I don't mean you don't want him. You so glad that he got injured. You could just say, look.
Offense. Back then, Pat was the offense. Look, Pat played with Oakland, Mason, John Starks, and Derek Harper. Who will get you
Hey
buckets?
King, why your man Marlon talking about Oakley should be on the top 75 list, man?
I did say that, King. I said that the other night. I said that.
Intangibles, Hughes. Intangibles.
Me and King were talking about it.
Intangibles.
Nah, you should have seen it. Mo and Mr. Hughes was looking at me crazy when I said Joe Dumars should be on that list because I said Joe Dumars is one of them guys that.
Now, Dumars should be on that list, Hughes.
I don't know why he's
Dumars
not. I would definitely put him King over Harden and Carmelo Anthony any day.
I would take Ray Allen out and put him in.
What? Take Ray Allen?
Ray Allen out?
Yeah, and put in Joe Dumars.
No, you leave Ray Allen in. You take out James Harden or Westbrook or somebody and put in Joe.
Who was Ray Allen?
What?
What did he do?
What?
What did he really do?
Besides holding
King, you want to take this one or you want me to take this one? I'm like,
besides holding NFL record with 3-pointers?
So you think Ray Allen should be? You think Ray Allen should be in there over Joe Dumars?
Yes. That they should both be in there.
they both should be in there, but if I had to choose one over the other, it would be Ray Allen over Joe Dumars.
Remember, this is Ray Allen. He used to own the record. Steph got it down, but most 3-pointers made. But
Ray Allen is still in the top 5.
Hit that 3-pointer.
Ray Allen is still in the top 3 for the best 3-point shooter of all time. I don't understand how you not put Ray Allen up there. Like, what?
Where's my man from Indiana?
Who, Miller? He on there.
I can Ray say because he.
But Ray Allen should definitely be on there, King. He got 3 rings. He hits them clutch shots that need to be hit. He got the quickest release I've seen from a player in I don't know how long. I'm like,
look, that's the most beautiful shot I've ever seen. That's the most beautiful.
And you gotta think about it, King. He don't even set his feet. He catches it and then bam, he's going up.
Why is Jason Kidd on here?
What? You gonna disrespect Jason Kidd?
He's a Hall of Famer. Let's start with the basics. He's a Hall of Famer.
You sure?
Yeah, I think he's in the Hall of Fame already. But who was a better point guard to pass the ball other than Jason Kidd?
Exactly.
Other than who?
Other than Jason Kidd, who was a better point guard to get you the ball besides Jason Kidd?
You know your spot. John Stockton was good with the pick and roll and could hit Karl Malone.
Gary Payton.
Jason Kidd could hit anybody.
Gary Payton on
I
there.
practice all day. I know your spot is, nigga. I got you. Come on, man.
No, Jason Kidd like fighting over women, man.
What that got to do with being on the 75th team?
Jason Kidd was.
I thought that was Tyronn Lue. No, not Tyronn Lue. It wasn't Jason Kidd.
You know who they didn't put on there, King and Hughes? Though they didn't put Chris Webber on there. I would have thrown Chris Webber on there.
I'm gonna tell you who's better than Jason Kidd. My main man, Rod Strickland, will crush Jason Kidd, and he need to be on this list, man.
I'm a Rod Strickland fan, but no.
Yeah.
No.
He had some
Rod was a shoot first point guard. Jason Kidd was a pass first point guard. That's a difference. I love me some Rod Strickland, but no.
And see, he's not being biased, so he a fan, so he knows like I love Rod, but Jason was the dude.
I don't know. Rod Strickland had a year when he led the league in assists, so he wasn't.
8 years. How many times did Jason Kidd lead the league in assists?
Damn near more than 5+ years.
Come on, man. The thing about it is, when I look back on it, Jason Kidd knew he couldn't shoot. I'm gonna hit everybody at their spot, and then when everybody figured it out, he learned how to shoot.
He figured it out. Yeah, exactly. That's what separated him from a lot of them point guards. That's what separated him.
Was Jason Kidd really much better than Mark Jackson?
That's a good comp. That's a good comp.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yes, because I think Jason Kidd could pass better than Mark Jackson, but that's a good comp. Yeah, because you spitting hairs right there. That's close.
Yeah, that one's a neck and neck. I even had to say,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's just that Jason had the edge over Mark a little bit.
My man Rod Strickland used to take Mark Jackson and put him in the paint and post him. Bucket.
Yeah, and your man Roger also used to run all the red lights on U Street trying to go home. All of them. Man, I read that story. They said, man, Rod ran like 5 or 6 straight red lights. I said, man, y'all lying.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
That
Okay,
had nothing to do with basketball. That had nothing to do with basketball. But what like I can say, I'm a Knicks fan. I see Rod Strickland on the bench eat a hot dog. I'm like, no, you can't. No, nobody does that. Man, Rod Strickland on the bench eating a hot dog. And then go out there and give you 18 and 9. Like he was saying. Rod was a bad man, but nah, he's not Mark Jackson, Jason Kidd. No.
yeah, I can see that. So, with that being said, y'all, now we're going to switch it over. Now, I want to get into the killers of the NBA. Me and King were just talking about this a little bit, but we didn't go into detail with it. What we mean by killers of the NBA is ones who aren't scared to take the big shots in the moments that matter in the NBA. Those who don't care about going 2 of 29 from the field goal, they're going to keep taking and hoisting them shots because that's what they do with that mindset. And we came up with a few last week where we came up with that weren't too bad. I just wanted to add some more to the list. I sent you guys a message. I thought, in my opinion, Mario Elie was a killer only because the way that he would hit that shot and take it, knowing that, you know, he wasn't the guy that everybody was focusing on. But when it came down to hitting them corner threes, he was that dude that killed them if you left them open. That's just my opinion for one. You know, I think another killer to me was Vinny Johnson. I think he was another killer. You know, coming off the bench and shooting, he didn't care about missing or making. I think he would go out there and shoot and you know, wish for the best or hope for the best. You know, those are just my two I wanted to add, but. You know, I'll let my co-hosts see what they have to, you know, fill on that topic or something.
Dennis Scott.
Yeah, we did say that. We did say Dennis
Scott. Brought up D3 last time.
He did bring up D3.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, King. I seen you shaking your head. I was like, you know, I think Vinny Johnson was a killer because, like I said, he had that mindset off the bench with Detroit.
Vinny Johnson was a shooter.
He was a killer. He killed them out there shooting. That's how I looked at it, King. You know.
Yeah, but Vinny Johnson's a shooter. He's not a killer. And I mean, it could be he was never put in the moment to kill nobody. So when we got Isaiah and Dumas out here.
No. Now that I'll give you, King. When you say it like that, when they didn't put him in the moments to do it, then like I said, I can respect. But like you said, when he's out, he ain't get that name the microwave for no reason. If he wasn't out there,
scared. Look, Mark Aguirre wasn't scared. Adrian Danley wasn't scared.
Jordan we were talking about Hughes. We were talking about his boy John Starks. We said Starks is a killer, but he only has the killer instinct in moments.
Yeah, he's not good. Look, hey Hughes. John Starks is a killer. He just can't shoot like that.
I know he went baseline on Jordan in front of and dunked on him. And flushed that joint.
I think I brought that up, Marlon. I think I brought that up.
With the left hand.
On the baseline.
I said, woo.
And we lost that series. Boy, that broke my heart. Look, I was like, I mean, it's
Larry Bird, I think Larry Bird is the all-time killer when it comes to shooting, man. Larry Bird shot from anywhere on the floor, from behind the backboard, talk shit and everything.
That's hard to argue.
I mean, yeah, I can agree to disagree. Like I said, I don't want to argue that because he could.
I'm not about to put him over Mike.
Yeah,
I'm not about to put him over Kobe.
I put him over. You know why I put him over them? Because when Larry shoot that thing, he started backing up while the ball's still in the air.
Look, you heard a story about the 3-point contest. What they had a 3-point contest? Larry Bird walked in the locker room and said, "Which one of y'all gonna finish second?"
Right.
And then went out there and hit the finals. Him and I don't know who it was. Had the red, white, and blue ball, the 3 ball. Look, like Hugh said, he shot that ball, turned around, put his finger in there. Bam, bucket, bye, good night. Yeah, I mean, so it's hard to say. I mean, I would put Larry Bird in that top tier of killers. I don't think you can really rank You know who?
Yeah, I don't really think you can rank, the top 10, but I do think if you did rank it, Bird would definitely be in that, category.
Oh yeah, that's Larry Bird.
So
I
you
think
talking about this jump shots or just getting to the lane?
no, we're
It
talking
doesn't
about
matter.
we're talking about killers. We're talking about ones who gonna keep shooting it and hoisting those shots and killing them, knowing that at the end of the night, no matter how they played, they went out there and killed you by going out there and shooting that ball and taking over the game. Like, so the guys we were talking about last week, it was just like it was back and forth because some of them had killer moments or killer seasons, but they just didn't have the killer, career, and then others had the killer career through the whole time, but just didn't, make it to the championship or didn't get what they were supposed to.
That's
Then
my
others,
man. He's a killer. He just ain't that good.
yeah.
He wasn't that
You got
good.
others who just
Ooh.
killers and they great, so.
What about my man Steph? So Steph Curry and Larry Bird got to be the top two.
I'm not ranking them like that. Both of them are killers.
Yeah,
And I
I mean,
think when we talk about John Starks, I think we need to be more clear.
yeah, because what did you say? King? You said he
John
was,
Starks wasn't
he
a
had killer
killer.
moments. Like
He
that's what,
wasn't scared of the moment. Exactly. He wasn't scared of the moment.
Why y'all not giving my boy Byron Scott no credit, man?
Byron wasn't a killer, man. But that team with Magic,
That was good.
I just don't think he was a killer.
He wasn't a killer. Was Mike? What about Michael Cooper?
Michael wasn't a killer. Michael was a great player.
See, Marlon, that's on you and Hughes. I'm gonna let y'all have that conversation.
Look at he going there again.
That's exactly what I was.
That's a different topic. That's okay for a different subject. And Michael Cooper was great at what he did, but he wasn't a killer. He did with his job, like we talked about earlier. He did his job. He was great at his job.
And was very good at his job.
At his job, and he, because like I said, I'm not saying that they would have won or lost championships without him, but Michael Cooper did contribute to that team, and he did his job. That's all I can say on that.
It was a big part.
Yeah, he go out there and guard your best guys. He didn't care about being 30 points a game. All right, I got Larry tonight. Okay, cool. I got him tonight. All right, cool. I got him tonight. All right, cool. He ain't care.
And speaking of that, look, big game James. James Worth. I know he on that 75 list.
Oh yeah, he is for sure. He was a killer.
Big game James.
That was a killer to me too.
What about Sam Perkins?
Nah, he not on there. He should have been on there.
Okay, they leave him off. I can see.
Now, would you say Tim Hardaway King is a killer?
No.
What? Come on, man. Tim Hardaway was a killer. Tim Hardaway would go in there and Tim Hardaway was a killer, man. I'm telling you. I think
I'm telling you, man. We going Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Ray Allen, Larry Bird,
okay,
Reggie Miller,
okay,
Killer.
Kyle Korver.
I wouldn't put Kyle Korver up there.
Good.
Kevin Durant.
We did talk about Durant, yeah, because we were talking about his hard.
Durant is a killer.
Yeah, he's definitely a killer for sure.
He's a killer.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, killer. We did talk about Nowitzki, killer for sure.
Steve Kerr.
I don't know. I didn't really watch Steve Kerr like that. I mean, I watched his season, but
JJ Redick.
Nah.
JJ was a good shooter, but he wasn't a killer.
Chris Mullin.
Well, we talked about that earlier, King, with Mullins before the show.
Mark Price.
You don't think he was a killer, King? Chris Mullins?
I think Mullins falls to that category where he was not scared of the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Dan, what you know about Dan Marley? What's his name?
He said Dan Marley.
You don't even know his name.
He talking about Dan Harley.
He wasn't scared of the moment. He ain't no killer.
He ain't no killer, but he wasn't scared of the moment.
No.
What about my man Craig Hodges?
No.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe?
For sure.
Are you serious?
Are you snorting?
Next. Come on, man.
Hey, I'll put Mike Bibby as a killer, King. Because with them Kings, he did like them years they played the Lakers. You know they ain't win. Like, he used to kill them with them. I was watching them playoff series.
You done choked Hughes up. Hughes, you all right? I know you heard that foolishness. I know you heard that foolishness about some Mike Bibby. You all right? You need some water?
Mike Bibby was a killer, man. I'm telling you. Like Mike Bibby used to kill them, them playoff
games. What? Look. Oh, you talking about when Shaq said the Sacramento Queens. You talking about that here?
We're not gonna pay attention, King, to what Shaq said. We gonna pay attention to what the facts say about Mike Bibby in them series. Him and Peja Stojakovic were killers in that series, man.
Oh, what's up with my man at the Spurs?
Huh?
Who?
The Spurs guy.
Come on, Ginobili?
Ginobili.
No. He's not scared of the big moment, but he's
not scared of He's not a killer.
Look what Duncan.
Duncan for sure. Duncan's a Hall of Famer, number one power forward of all time. He's not a killer. Number one power forward of all time.
Hey Marlon, why is the point guard from the Spurs not on top 75?
Who? Which one? Parker?
Ginobili?
Parker.
We debated that too, King, last week because we were talking about Tony Parker's game, his versatility, and the way because he's an all-around player. We could see that.
The problem is it was spectacular, but it was the basic. I'm gonna get you 17, 9, and 6 rebounds.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like I said, and that's what Tony Parker was great at because he was great at getting. You knew he was gonna get you 18 every game. He knew he was gonna get you 10 assists, and we knew he was gonna get you about 4 or 5 steals, and we knew he was gonna get a couple rebounds. But like I said, I just don't think Tony Parker could have carried a team or killed a team by himself without Duncan or Ginobili.
No.
I mean,
he wasn't scared at the moment, and he would hit.
Yeah. And for sure, King, like I said, he's a hell of a guard, hell of a point guard. I'm not gonna take that away from him at all. It's hard to win 4 championships.
Let me hit you with the Wizards. Is Gilbert Arenas a killer?
No, he just an entertainer, man.
He said,
good. He don't do that. He was a good basketball player.
I like it.
Me and King said he was a killer moment. He just had them killer moments because I thought he was a killer, but King said, nah, he just has killer moments.
Gilbert Arenas is just another, what's the name from Kentucky that came to the Wizards?
John Wall?
Gilbert Arenas is a John Wall, man.
Nah,
Gilbert shot better than John Wall.
Yeah, he better than John Wall.
Yeah, he better than Wall, man.
Yeah,
Wall was just fast. Wall was just fast, but John Wall wasn't like, to me, he wasn't.
What about my man?
You always go to the extreme. John Wall.
What about my man?
I tell you what, Hughes. You want Bradley Beal or you want Gilbert?
I want Bradley Beal.
All day long.
Oh, hands down.
Bradley Beal a killer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Bradley Beal's a killer, King. I'm definitely going for sure.
I'm a Bradley Beal fan. I want him to go to the Knicks. If
me and King agree on this. Okay,
I want him to go to the Knicks.
Hey, Hughes.
Donovan Mitchell a killer.
Who did we say? Hold on. I got one for him, King. Is Devin Booker a killer, Hughes?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Hughes, that's like being a little bit pregnant. What are you talking about? Either you're a killer or you ain't.
Nah, he ain't no killer then.
What?
Okay.
I mean, what is he doing to get? Why he can't get them over the hump?
It's not just
his job. That's Chris Paul's job.
What about? I'm going back. What about my man Mitch Richmond?
Nah. I mean, I would probably say Penny would be a killer. I would think Penny Hardaway would be a killer.
Penny hit some big shots. I think Penny falls in the category not scared of the big moment.
What about Bernard King?
Killer.
They ain't even put him on the 75 list, King. You put Dave King on there, but you put Dave Bing on there, but you ain't put Bernard King on there. I'm like, that's ridiculous. How do you not have Bernard King on the 75 list?
Bernard played on some bad teams though.
Just because he played on some bad teams doesn't mean he wasn't a killer. Bernard knew what he was. Bernard did what he was supposed to.
And dropped 28 nightly.
He said, but you heard what he said though. Can you tell me he was in a bad team and what that got to do with anything, man?
Bernard King was a killer.
Him and his brother were good. His brother wasn't a killer to me, but I thought
Albert was good. Albert went to Maryland.
Oh, he did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Albert King went to Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an oldie but goodie for you, Marlon. Grandmama.
Look, we talked about that. Look, I remember when him and Zoe were in Charlotte. Well, they were cooking with grease back then.
Is that when they had what was that? Is that when they had Curry and Muggsy on there too when they were playing with that?
Might have had Del Curry back then, or it might have been right afterwards.
And then they had what was that? That Gill. They had Gill on there too.
Gill.
Yeah.
Gill came out of Illinois. Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying they had that team was a killer team, but I don't think there's an individual player on there that was.
Yeah, that was a good team. Everybody will go out there and get you 20.
Yeah. Like I said, they couldn't get over the hump because those guys were in that, that Eastern Conference with the Bulls and them
That's
teams.
Michael's fault. That's Mike's fault.
Yeah.
Look, Chauncey Billups told y'all, Mike is better than Mike is the GOAT and LeBron is not, because when Mike was eating, could nobody else eat?
See, and that's what me and you agreed on that, King, when I sent you the article, because I said Chauncey did make a valid point. He stopped them guys from eating. He said, look, well, I'm here. You ain't eating for 10 years.
Right. And look, and everybody eat when LeBron playing. Everybody eat.
Everybody
I'm not saying that. I'm not. That's not detrimental to LeBron. It's just that everybody get to eat. You ain't Mike. When Mike was there,
nobody ate. You don't care how you the baddest guy. He'll call you out. Oh, you gonna think you gonna beat me? All right, come on.
Go fake clothes. Ain't nobody eating. You might as well go to McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying. And the Jazz thought they had his number. Nah, Jordan said nope. I'm still eating. So I'm like,
he pushed off though, Marlon.
Man, I don't know. It's hard to say yes and no.
What about the other 5 rings? Okay, Marlon, let's say he pushed off. What about the other 5?
Yeah.
No, I don't rub your chin now. What about the other 5? And I understand, I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, but when Mike was eating, could nobody eat?
And like you said, King, you and Hughes are in that era where they had them great players that couldn't get past Jordan.
And some of the players on this top 75 list, Mike ain't let nobody eat. Look, Mike left. Hakeem got a ring. The Spurs got a ring.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was the only 2 years that happened where Mike didn't get a ring. Was 99 and then 94 and 95. Other than that,
he ain't playing.
Yeah, he was like, other than that, he's like, I got a ring.
All right, this my restaurant. Y'all go to McDonald's. LeBron ain't got it like that. Everybody get a ring. I mean, and I'm not, like I said, it's not disappointing to LeBron, but everybody get a ring.
Everybody eating. And you got to think about it, King, what me and my dad was talking about one time. Back in the day, when you was on the team, you stayed on the team until you retired. It wasn't we trading around for the best guys, and this is what we're going to do to win championships. If you was on that team, you was on that team till you got gray hairs and couldn't play no more.
I am going to give LeBron this. LeBron has empowered NBA players to do what they want to do with their career, number one. Number two, LeBron has never demanded a trade. He signed a little 1, 2, 3 year deal, and he leave after that. So he doesn't do that. So I'm not mad at that. But he has empowered players to be like, no, I don't want to play here no more. Trade me. And then the club traded him. I'm like, dog, back in the day, it didn't work like that. Trade you. Now you will sit on this bench and be mad. Ain't nobody about to trade you. But he has empowered the players nowadays to demand a trade, and the people trade him. So they trade you. Like they play with James Harden leaving Brooklyn to go to Philly. Huge. That's just like me trading somebody from the Redskins to the Cowboys. You about to see them in the playoffs. Why would you trade James Harden to Philly when you're going to see them in the playoffs? But LeBron has made it okay for players to feel empowered to demand a trade and get the trade. You can demand a trade all day long. But he has empowered people to actually get it. And that's your man Kurt Flood. That's your man. So the Cardinals finals. What's that? 73. I'm old enough to remember Hughes.
Right. Question, King. And make sure you get this right. Who is the most exciting and best young player in the NBA right now?
Exciting and best
And,
are two different
and the
things.
best.
And young. I don't really think you can put best there. I mean, you can say young. I don't think you can put best because there's so many you can go off of. They haven't really.
No, it ain't nobody better than this kid right here.
I mean, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts.
No,
And when
not
he had
Hughes. Okay, Hughes. You know who's the most exciting young player?
who?
Ja Morant.
And that's my answer. Ja Morant is the best, most exciting. It might end up being.
How are you defining best, Hughes? How are you defining best?
He's unstoppable. He's a problem.
Nah,
Trae Young is unstoppable. Trae Young is unstoppable.
And when he gets a jump shot, he might.
Oh, so he's not the best. He ain't got no jump shot.
He the best about a jump shot. When he get a jump shot, he gonna be better than Michael Jordan.
What?
Trae Young? What about Trae Young?
Trae Young ain't on his level.
Anthony Edwards.
Ain't nobody on Ja Morant level. Nobody.
Hughes, there's a difference between being the most exciting and being the best. Those are two different things.
He's both.
What about Devin Booker?
Who's better than him?
Devin Booker.
Nah.
He can shoot.
Donovan Mitchell, you know, I'm putting him up there. You know,
the boy from Utah that I want to go to the Knicks. He can shoot.
Yeah, I'm like,
but Ja is definitely the most exciting.
Yeah, he's the most exciting. Yeah, but he ain't the best.
Ain't nobody who. Hey, and Marlon, he don't even have a jump shot yet. Can you imagine?
He the best? How is he the best if he can't shoot?
Jordan was the best, and he had no jump shot when he first got a league.
When Jordan didn't have no jump shot, he wasn't the best.
He wasn't the best in the league. Nah, that first
couple years, was
not the best when he first came.
Marlon, he put 63 on the Boston Celtics as a rookie.
Don't mean he was the best.
In the Garden. Come on now.
The King, when did Jordan go to his first championship? What was that, 91? So it took him, what, 7 years before he finally got
after the Pistons beat him up. Pistons beat him up good. And no, after Larry Bird, them taught him a lesson. Yeah, that 63 is cute, but going home.
Yeah. You ain't winning no championship.
Nigga, go to the weight room.
Yeah, think about it. Jordan ain't win his first title until he got damn near to his 30s. You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean he wasn't the best.
I'm not saying he wasn't the best, but what we're saying
is said he couldn't shoot, Hughes. You said he couldn't shoot.
Michael Jordan was the best since the day he walked in the league, man.
So let me ask, look, I'm gonna hit home and I'm gonna ask a question because I gotta go to the bathroom. So Michael Jordan was better than Len Bias when Len Bias walked into the league. Now that's how you get a nerve, Marlon. That's how you get a nerve.
Right. Len Bias never got into the league.
So yes, he did. He got drafted, and Larry Bird said he's the best player I've ever played with.
He never played.
So wait. Was Michael Jordan better than Len Bias?
He never played in the league, eh?
That's not what I asked you. Was Michael Jordan better than Len Bias?
He wasn't going to be if Len had played, nah.
Okay, so that go back to Ja Morant if he get a jump shot. I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. Boo, Hughes. You scared to answer.
It looked like a hesitation there. It was like, like I said, I mean, I can agree with that, Hughes. Like I said, Ja Morant is definitely the most exciting player. I just don't think best. I think eventually, once LeBron leaves, he'll start becoming the face of the NBA. Because, like I said, these are guys now. You don't really have any new faces you can find in the NBA. Because, yeah, Morant can't shoot, but he definitely is exciting. I mean, trying to think of any other young guards that can come up and
you can't think of that. And when you get some time tonight, just go watch some highlight reels of Ja Morant. He doing stuff, man, that I never seen anybody do before.
I mean, he dunking on people. People have been dunking on people for a while now. Though.
No, I ain't talking about just his dunks. I'm talking about how crafty he is when he get into that paint with them crossovers and one hand crossovers and leaning one way and shooting a layup with this other part of his body. I mean, that dude is a beast.
I mean, yeah, he's a beast. What was it? His third year in the league, and going into his fifth year now or his fourth year now. I'm like,
let's go ahead and take a quick break.
All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Three o'clock in the morning, talking about how she can make it right. Happiness is when you really feel good about somebody. There's nothing wrong being in love with someone. Yeah. Oh, baby, love and happiness. Love and happiness. Love and happiness. Oh. Love and happiness. Be good to me. I'll be good to you. We'll be together. Yeah. See each other. Walk away with victory. Yeah. Oh, baby. Love and happiness. Oh, love and happiness. Hey, hey, hey. Make you do right and love will make you do wrong.
They're really emphasizing putting emphasis for the legal contact this year. Good job by Ambry Thomas, just never giving up on the play. It looked like he was being
Hughes, what you think about your boy Deshaun Watson's, man? What they trying to do with his appeal, man? You think he gonna get it, or you think they're gonna just get the 6-game suspension and then let him play? Because he ain't playing darn near 2 years.
I think they should let him play.
I mean, I do too. Like I said, I think when it comes to black men in general, I think they try to make a statement with us or try to use us as the standard of, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. Because if you see a lot of these Caucasian quarterbacks that are getting in trouble, man, they don't get nothing. But when it's Deshaun Watson or if it's somebody who's black, man, it's a huge issue. I mean, that whole Big Ben thing, they didn't make that a big issue. And Brett Favre was doing his thing, they didn't make that a whole issue. So it's just like now Deshaun Watson with these women, all of a sudden now it's a problem.
Right.
I just think, man, he served his time. You know what I'm saying? He did what he did. He knew he was wrong. He paid his fine. Why try to, take away his appeal and make it another full suspension? Unless there's something behind the scenes that we don't know about.
True.
They did the same thing with Colin Kaepernick, like you told me the other day. You said Kaepernick was good, but he ain't playing damn near 8 years in his last season. He was hurt and only played 2 games. But I mean, I understand. I think that's where it started at, is with Colin Kaepernick, raising his hand and, taking a knee. I think that's when they started looking at all them black athletes. It was like, if anybody else who does that, we're going to use you guys as an example and punishment-wise to show you that we mean business. Like you said, if you look at the Browns now, it's like, now look who they fighting for their quarterback. You got Jacoby Brissett. now trying to be your starting head quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't got rid of Baker Mayfield. I'm like, which didn't make any sense. I'm like, what's up with the NFL? Like, it's just a big thing. What do you think about your boy Rodgers and Brady, man? You heard what happened with Brady, right?
Nah.
They're talking about he injured, he got hurt coming back. I said, man, that's just a fluke. Now I think he just played hurt so he can collect that check and get that money.
Nah.
That broadcast analyzing this. I mean, that broadcast analyst job he was doing.
Oh, so he's not gonna play now?
Nah, he hurt.
For how long?
They said it's for up to. I think they said it's for up to 3 weeks. So the last game of the preseason, and I think it's the first 2 or 3 weeks of the regular season. I gotta double check.
Okay.
But no, I just
God.
think, huh?
King Garfield, man.
No, it's cool. Like I said, I just think at the end of the day, I think Brady and Rodgers should, you know what I'm saying, take a pay cut and let them younger guys come in and take over. Because like I said, Jordan Love is not a bad quarterback. I think Rodgers needs to step to the side and realize that, just like Favre had to realize that was Aaron Rodgers' team when Brett Favre's time came. Aaron Rodgers needs to do the same thing.
Right, right.
Unless you see
I
something
agree.
different, you know.
I agree.
So, y'all, with that being said, this was a conclusion to our show. You know, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in. And we're going to bring you guys more content. I know we weren't consistent the first time around, but we're going to get a lot better, you guys. We're going to bring you more things to deal with as the season is starting. So tune in. You guys continue to keep watching sports. Continue to keep giving us you guys' feedbacks, comments, critiques, and let's continue to be great. We love y'all. Have a great rest of the night.
Okay.